guys, it's Hope. Okay, so if you're like me, which I hope to God you aren't, you almost forgot that Guy Sensei was even on the island until he popped up on the cover. Anyway, so it was great how Naruto was thinking about all the advice his mom was giving him, and it was really funny, and I laughed when he was like, oh, next time I eat ramen, I'll try to integrate the vegetables, and then, he's like, oh, no worries about the bath. And I find it really interesting that when Naruto was talking about his friends and Sakura and Hinata were back to back, that Sakura was facing towards him and he was closer to Naruto, and Hinata, weird, was facing the other way and not even looking at him. Isn't that funny? I mean, I found it hilarious. I found it kind of humorous, not really funny humorous, but when he's like, oh, I have one friend in particular who's given me grief, and I'm thinking, isn't grief a super huge understatement? Shouldn't he say like giving him a reason to kick his ass or a reason to fear for his life? Grief to me is, yeah, somewhat of an understatement. It was really sad when he was talking about Jiraiya and like all the memories he had with him, and it was sad, but I'm kind of glad they did because, we haven't seen Jiraiya in the manga or really talked about in for a while, so that was a sad part, but I'm kind of glad they put it in there. I'm glad this chapter was more lighthearted because it's been kind of a while since we got a good laugh or chuckle out of the manga. And how funny was it when he's like, I'm going to be a bigger badass than my dad, like he thought it, and then he screams, hell yeah! And then him and B are like talking in code, and Yamato's like, what the hell's going on here? And I really didn't realize how much of this guy until he kind of like popped out of nowhere. I almost forgot about him. Like, I love his craziness, and I love how he screams about youth, and he's always so excited about everything and anything, and I kind of miss that about him. Yeah, so how freaking awesome was Naruto in this chapter? I was expecting him to say something cool like, Slayman! No, too cheesy? I thought it was kind of cool, but not very original. And while that was also really cool, when Naruto spotted Kasame, like, right away, he's like, that's something evil! And can someone please explain to me what happened? Like, I understand Naruto, like, basically punched him really hard, and I don't understand, like, did he just, like, float away, or, like, he looked like a cocoon or something with spikes, and he just, like float away, and I didn't understand what he was doing. I mean, can I tell you how much I really hate him, Kasame? I mean, like, he's so annoying, he's such a pain in the ass, and he never dies. I mean, I feel like he's harder to beat than, like, the Eight Tails or, Gaara. He was harder to beat than Gaara, and I'm like thinking, this is like basically equivalent to Zero-tailed Fox. I don't know. I know a lot of you guys out there like Kasame, so I'll try not to diss him, but he never dies. I don't know. So when B said, like, all I saw was yellow flash, like, that was such a really great moment, in my opinion, because it's like he is living up to his father's reputation and then some, except when he gets his foot stuck in the rock. But hey, I mean, nobody's perfect. And last but not least, how hard did you laugh when Guy went into the waterfall and he's talking himself and he wants to face his true self, and then Kasame like pops out of the waterfall and he's like, I'm some bizarre bug creature, and he's like, I'm gonna beat the youth right back into you. And the funny thing is I wish this would have been like dubbed first, because I could totally see the guy who plays Guy in the English Naruto. Like, he's amazing. He's one of my favorite voice actors, and he is hilarious. And I think this is gonna be so funny in like 10 years when this episode gets dubbed. It's gonna be so long, but still, I mean, that part I just pictured perfectly in my head. But I guess next week we're going to have another Guy and Kasame fight part 2 or something next week. So kind of looking forward to that. Hopefully they'll stick with the whole Naruto thing. I want to see more of him, obviously, and his new powers. That's going to be really neat. So what did you guys think of the chapter? I thought it was awesome. I say that every week. Most of the time it's awesome. Sometimes it's bad, but this one, definitely awesome. So tell me what you guys think and leave me a comment, okay guys? I'll talk to you later. Bye!